Guys, Bitcoin is currently at $93,000 and we are about to break the resistance, the daily resistance level to $94,000. But there's something you guys need to watch out for before you catch the breakout. Now, we had a CME gap during on the 1st of January, the opening of the year. We failed to close that CME gap on the 1 hour time frame, and coming to the Monday market open, we created another CME gap on also the 1 hour time frame, and there is a 70 to 80% chance that price might come down to fill up those two gaps right around $88,000. So that's something we need to watch out for before trying to catch the breakout, because there might likely be a flash crash before a continuation to the upside. So before I go over to the analysis, before I analyze the chart, I also have a short trade setup that I'm currently looking at, and also a long trade setup on the lower time frame. So do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification icon so that in case I upload another crypto price update, you'll be the first to get notified. Guys, first off, let's take a look at BTC USD on the macro scale. Looking from the higher time frame, from the weekly time frame, you will see that we are slowly moving our way towards the upside. Last week candlestick closed really bullish, and you can see that we did have a green candlestick, an impulsive candlestick close just right above this bearish pennant that we had. And in the continuation of this week, we could see that there is a massive bullish momentum on the weekly time frame. We are about to kind of break above this range over here, and I think before next week Monday, we might likely see Bitcoin at $100K, $106,000. So we just have to position ourselves to catch this move. But on the weekly time frame, we're still much lower compared to the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour. In the lower time frame, we are massively bullish. We will get down to the lower time frame very shortly, and also we will take a look at the CME gap that we are having. So let's quickly switch over to the daily time frame. So let's see what our price has installed for us. So looking at the daily time frame, you can see that we are right exactly at the resistance level, or the supply level, as the supply and demand traders would call it. And we are looking at this candlestick right here, this impulsive candlestick, wanting to break this resistance at $94,000. There's no doubt if we see a kind of a short squeeze through this level, then the next target for us will be this resistance at $106,000. It will be this resistance at $106,000. You could see that if we did maybe have a break above this level, there is no much resistance. There's no resistance at this level over here. We'll see the previous price data over here that there is no resistance except this 106K level. And I think before next week, we could actually see a massive break above this level. But there is something we need to watch out for on the daily levels. Right now, we're right at resistance, and if I take a look at the stochastic RSI on the daily, you could see that we are now actually bought at the moment. We are overbought. The stochastic RSI is actually at the overbought area between 94 and 100. So there's a possibility that we could actually see a little bit of a pullback or a shakeout before we actually make a continuation to the upside. And looking at the normal RSI, we have been maintaining this trend right here, giving us multiple touches. Right now we are almost at the overbought region on the RSI. So one thing I want us to look at for is that we could have a potential pullback before we have another continuation, because there has been some persons that has been buying these lower highs, and they might take a little bit of profit. Most people might think maybe we might actually sell to the downside, so there needs to be a profit taking around this level if we fail to see a massive break or a bullish momentum break above this resistance right here. Anything that makes us to see maybe creating a wick at this level, there will be kind of a possible pullback to the downside. And what I'm actually projecting now for BTC at this resistance area is that we could make a little bit of a retracement right here, maybe tapping on this resistance pennant flag as support before we have another continuation breaking above this resistance level. Why do I say something like that? That if we fail to break above this level, there is also an order block right here that we price might test. Then maybe those that fail to buy at these lower levels at $85,000 might actually see another chance to get in at this level. So there might be a pullback. And also coming to the CME gap that I say we should have, so that I say we actually created. I'll be coming to that in a moment. So we might actually see a pullback to these levels at $89,000. So let's quickly zoom down to the lower time frame. Let's quickly see what I'm actually talking about on the lower time frame. So let's quickly zoom down to the 1 hour time frame. Right now, we on the 1 hour time frame, we did have multiple break of structures. As you can see, there's a break of structure right here, and there also a break of structure right here, and we are right at this daily resistance or daily supply level, as I said. So one thing I'm looking at right now, I'm also looking at a short position, a short potential position if price eventually plays out in our direction. What am I looking at? So before I tell you guys about this short position, so let me quickly show you guys the CME gap that we actually created. We created double CME gap. The first CME gap was around 1st of January. So we did make a little bit of a week close to the CME gap, but we failed to close the CME gap. We did created another CME gap right today at the Monday market open. As you can see that this was an impulsive mode, leaving this gap. And what I have to tell you is that 80 to 70% or 90% of the time, when price creates this CME gap, it usually comes back to fill out. And this CME gap is very important because it was created on the 1 hour time frame, and there's a possibility that we might actually see a flash crash to these levels, covering the CME gap at 87k before maybe we have maybe kind of a steady price increase towards the upside. If we did have something like this, that would be a perfect buying opportunity for us that are looking to long this pump, because we are definitely having a pump, and I think the bearish days are over. 2026 is going to be massive for Bitcoin and altcoin. So moving over to the Bitcoin chart, let me show you guys what I'm actually looking at for me to actually place a little bit of a short position on the market. Right now, we are currently right at resistance, and price is creating higher highs, and we are kind of looking at this level as a reversal point right now, because there's a possibility that price might deviate down. Then if we see a deviation back down to this level, we see a deviation back down to this level, creating a change of character, that might indicate a bearish momentum on the 1 hour time frame. Because on the higher time frame, I'm currently bullish on the higher time frame. On the 1 hour, I'm also looking to take a potential short position. We might see a change of character, then a little bit of a pullback. If I see a pullback into maybe fair value gap or an order block, I'll be looking to take a little bit of a short position to this support trend line right here, to this level at $89,000. Then maybe I'll be looking forward to actually long the market from this level towards the upside. So that's what I'm currently waiting for. Waiting for a change of character, then a pullback if price eventually plays out like this. But if eventually we see a massive break towards the upside, then there's a potential that price might actually move faster, like have a parabolic run towards the 100k levels, and I'll actually be looking forward to catch the breakout if there's actually something like that. But if we fail to break out, given a daily candlestick close, maybe on the daily we created a week, then that would be that the potential short position we actually play out. So that's what I'm actually looking for Bitcoin right now on the 1 hour time frame. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Now Bitcoin dominance has actually been gaining a little bit of momentum right now, because we also need the drop on Bitcoin terminal so that we will see an actual pump on altcoin. So let me quickly zoom out to the daily time frame. Now, right now, as predicted on my previous video, so I will leave the link to the previous video in the description, where I did an analysis with you guys that we might actually see a pump on Bitcoin. While we are looking at a pump on the dominance, rather that we might see Bitcoin move to the upside, while altcoins will slowly lag. And if eventually we will see a reversal on the dominance, maybe a little bit of a drop, then we might actually see the altcoin start to move toward the upside, and we could have an altcoin catch up to Bitcoin. A lot of the altcoin pairs right now in relative to Bitcoin are starting to break out, and this would be a good chance for us to actually go in to the altcoins. Those altcoins that are beginning to break out from their Bitcoin pairs, we could actually buy them on spot, or decide to long, or maybe open a leverage long on them. So that is it for this analysis, guys. So tomorrow I'm going to be dropping back-to-back updates, doing some altcoins that are about to break out, so that we could actually catch this pump. And also 2026 is the year of altcoins. You might want to start dollar costing or buying majority of your altcoins. If you know that your portfolio is down at the moment, start picking up those altcoins from the ground, so that when the pump comes, we will recover on our losses. So that is it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.